Welcome back to W.P.M with Max, aka Wolf Pussy Monologues podcast. Get ready for some shit and shenanigans from the CEO of the Unicorn Division, our leader of the Wolfden Pack, the maniac behind the mic, the one and only Max. Broadcasting internationally from our lovely private studio in the city of Los Angeles. We thank each of our listeners around the globe for joining the shit show, and we sincerely hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Hey, yo, what up, what it is? How you feeling? How you living? How y'all been? Welcome to another episode of W.P.M with Max. I'm your host, Max. So glad to be back on the mic one more time with all my Wolfpack friends. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're feeling all right as we keep this asshole April train going. Yes, next up on our asshole agenda, we want to talk about some of these people y'all like to idolize so much. They're just people too. And apparently funky people at that. Interesting, right? Right? I mean, I know I take the time to not smell offensive when I go out. But some people, no matter how much money they have, not so much. Very interesting to me. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Buckle up. Hope you enjoy this episode. Oh, by the way, before I forget, this episode is sponsored by TAC and all its products. Yes, we love it. We use it. We live it. Anywho, moving right along. First up on the chopping block, because yes, we talking about it. We talking about them. We got to do it. Y'all be shaming yourself. There's no reason for it. Okay? Now, I understand if you have your reservations about certain deodorants and being natural and all of that. We get it. We understand. You want to help the environment and your own bodies, and that's great. Don't have to smell like an asshole while you do it. First up, Mr. Pattinson. Robert Pattinson. You know, old boy. Edward Cullen. Twilight star. Apparently he smells like crayons. Yeah. As much closeness as he had with his other co-star, who was next on the chopping block, by the way, Miss Kristen Stewart. You know how they were, pretty close together with, filming all the movies and everything. Allegedly, she has a pungent odor as well. Doesn't shower regularly, or wash her hair, or brush her teeth, and does not wear perfume. Allegedly. I have not met the woman, have not met Mr. Pattinson. However, you have went to actual print. I mean, I can't pull this information out my ass. People have went to print with this information. So I don't know if everybody's lying or y'all running around here just cashing checks and smelling like ass. Right along. Moving right along. That's how we gonna do that in our asshole April series. Okay. Now, here's one that surprised me. You know, the Mongol Tom Ford, all those wonderful fragrances and all of that upscale stuff going on there. Apparently, he's admittedly says he smells like a little sweat and a little dog mixed together. That's a hell of a combination. And for you to be one of the top contenders of upscale fragrances, that is quite offensive. And I just don't understand how what the fuck's your problem, sir? Makes no sense to me. We're moving right along though. Moving right along. Amazing, isn't it? Now, like I said before, some people just choose to not use the conventional deodorants because of all the harmful ingredients that some of them have. But since back in the day, and they changed a lot of ingredients to where you don't have to be funky como Medina and you can still be natural. But hey, Some people are just like, no, I'm not using the shit. So hey, here's a few of those. Mr. Isaiah Washington, with his handsome self, off of Grey's Anatomy, you remember, doesn't use regular deodorant. No, no. Whoopi, it's Whoopi Goldberg. She doesn't feel the need to shower daily. Apparently, this is what they're saying. Hmm. Yeah, no. I don't know what that is. Why people feel like you shouldn't do it regularly. I don't know what that's about. Some people, as they say, wait for the stink or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. I never understand it. Your boy Tyler Perry. Apparently, his schedule is so hectic, he skips a lot of hygiene routines due to that hectic schedule. Is that right? So you mean tell me you moving so fast you can't wash your ass? That's what you saying. Interesting. Interesting. Seem like you need to slow the fuck down. Nobody wants to be around that. It's offensive. Very fucking offensive. Let's take a little trip back in time to Mr. Clark Gable. Rest in peace. But my nigga, he running around here, was on all them movies and shit, all that Rico Suave shit you was doing, and you had stank ass breath, like for real. Apparently, Mr. Gable had persistently bad breath. You know what I'm saying? Had dentures and had the nerve to bathe irregularly. So you mean tell me you all in your co-star face with that funk ass, stank ass breath shit, denture stank, everything stank shit, and people are swooning over this man. Have no idea if he really if you was able to get up on him, you'll be like, oh no, not gonna do it. No, sad. Another one, another beast in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Another one, Miss Joan Crawford. Apparently, as much as she was OCD with cleaning her home and things like that, she had a body odor issue that she used musky perfumes to cover up. So you all know you trying to hide body odor with a heavy musky perfume. That's just a recipe for a disaster. And it didn't make no sense to be that. Yeah, you doing too much. You doing too much. You got the maids moving all the planters and shit to clean the circle that it leave behind. You know what I'm saying? But you run around here putting your face in ice water and shit to keep your youthful look for the camera and all that. But yeah, you left out your bits and pieces apparently. Mm. Next on the block, next on the chopping block, Mr. Marlon Brando. Another one, another one. They was swooning behind this my sucker. Mm-hmm. He openly admitted to not washing his ass daily. Just poor hygiene. Why you making all that money? And you in front of the camera, you living a life apparently, and you ain't washing your ass. That's a sign of depression. That's all the fuck I'm saying. A lot of these motherfuckers apparently are depressed and repressing that depression. Shit. Mm, mm. Now, here's one that shocked me all up to be damned. Shocked the shit out of me. Because I remembered this name from a reference in one of my favorite movies, Shawshank Redemption. You remember the young lady everybody was swooning over in the movie that they all had to watch or wanted to watch with the lady that was really really pretty and she would flip her hair back and everybody just go wow. Remember that scene in Shawshank? Okay, so Miss Rita Hayward, that's her name. Yeah, the one with the poster Andy wanted, Andy Dufresne. Yeah, her. Yes, her. As pretty as that woman was, skipped washing her ass and her hair often. But in her defense, she had severe arthritis, so it made it hard for her to bathe. However, some co-stars was like, "Man, as beautiful as you are, as beautiful as your hair is, woo wee, sad." But at least she had a medical condition, as you know, that played a part in why she wasn't washing regularly. Some of these motherfuckers just on their fucking status. crazy, right? Now I remember bringing it back to common day, to current day. I remember hearing rumors that the Puerto Rican princess had a little odor issue, whatever. And I'm just like, that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole shit came out, with her man saying shit that to that effect, her fiance or husband. I don't know if they got married. But yeah. Um, so yeah, it was just like, that's but you know how people talk shit about people because they don't like them or they mad or whatever. So you really don't know. But I really can't fathom. Remember how they was on the reality show and she trying on gowns and dresses and what I'm saying in these retail shops or whatever. So I'm saying if she had an odor that bad, would they have allowed her to try on that merchandise, or did they just dispose of it afterwards? Those are motherfuckers you need to ask. If what I'm saying, if it was Biff around here, I'm just saying that's the motherfucker that should be getting interviewed. Is the retail shops that people went to try on shit. They'll tell you. They can tell you if a motherfucker stank. Cause there'll be some items that after they try them on, you can't resell it even after cleaning because of the odor issue. I'm assuming. Just saying. Mm, yeah, yeah. Stank ass celebrities, ladies and gentlemen. But the sad part of reality is, anytime a motherfucker get mad at a woman, automatically her pussy stank. Automatically she stank ass bitch and wouldn't this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? Even though you had your whole fucking face and head in the motherfucker taking naps in it and shit. But now her pussy stinks. So, this is a catch 22. You know, I don't think everybody stinks. I hope not. I hope not. It's too much. There's too many things out here for you not to stink. Natural, too. I remember back in the day, everything was really heavily alum based and all that shit. But now, not so much. Just not so much. So just saying, you don't have to smell like you live outside all the time. Boom. That's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed bringing it to you. Again, I'm your host, Max. Please tune in next week for more shits and shenanigans from the Wolf Den, where we discuss YouTube Academy. How many of us have graduated from there? Numerous times. We're going to talk about it. Y'all stay safe, stay out the way, stay out them streets. Love, peace, and head grease. W.P.M with Mags. Out. Don't trip. It's still wolf pussy.